Mike Comtech coming to you here with another video. We're going to take the Home Depot 3-foot dancing skeleton. We're going to take all of this out. I may reuse the speaker. I'm going to relabel the circuit board, so if I wanted to use it for something else. It's got piezoelectric vibration sense, and then of course audio out, and it does the routine with the motor box here with the two arms. They will go back and forth. Head goes turns side to side, and then the articulated mouth will open. The eyes have LEDs in there. We're going to change those probably to a like a tricolor automatic, the tricolor type LED, the color flashing LEDs put in there. The ones that I have to put in the eyes that have clear lenses, but all you have to do is take a Scotch-Brite pad and rub over the top of the LED to diffuse that lens, and then that way they won't seem like they're beaming into, you won't get a hot spot beaming into these eyeballs. It'll be more a diffused look, and that way it will cause the whole eye to glow instead of just kind of almost like a laser beam shooting right at the eye. It makes a huge difference. So you just take one of those green little scratch pads and just rub the top of the LED if your LEDs are clear or have that lens in there, and then that way it will diffuse them, and it makes a lot better effect. So we've got a motor here in the bottom end. We got a motor, of course, up here on the articulated mouth. We have a motor there, and but what I'm going to be using is the audio board here. This one has a lot of functionality to it. This has got IR built into it. It takes an SD card, so you're not limited basically in what you record. Has an audio amplifier already on it. This is the speaker out, and then this is the speaker for it right here, and that will plug in this port here, and we have a volume control button here. I'm going to make this accessible where I can just stick my finger in there and just hit this button. It seems to be staying where I put it, so if I set this at a certain volume level, even after power down, it tends to remember where I had that set, that's a good thing here, but because otherwise you're in there doing that all the time, reaching in to do that. And it does have an audio output 1/8 inch jack here, and then here we've got our micro USB port here to be able to upload sound samples to that SD card that will reside in this socket right here. And also I will make that USB cable accessible. I'm going to have it so where it just the port will stick out the back, and I can just tuck the wires in here. The wires will just tuck back into here when I'm not done with it. And if I want to upload any new sounds to it, I'll just pull the USB and then hook it up to one of my laptops to upload new video. And then we're going to use this relay circuit here that you've seen me use these before on the test bench. This has a busy out. Thank goodness it has a busy line right here, that little solder pad right there. So we're going to utilize that. We're going to trigger this relay with that, and then we're going to use the common and the normally open. This relay will actually turn on this motor section right here, so when it's doing something or running one of the MP3 audio tracks, it will be animating and doing its thing. And then I was going to put reuse the there's a Trimey JST connector on the back. I'm going to reuse that because actually on these particular boards, this is it's an FN M2A board, and like I said, this already has the IR sensor built on it. But if you short the yellow and the red while it's just sitting idle, you can kick it up manually with a push button switch or any other kind of method. You don't have to remove the IR to do that. I've already tested that. You can short out between the yellow and the red, and that will activate this circuit again. And then we have a little off and on switch here. And so it's got, this little board does a lot, and it's quite loud. I mean, that thing can get pretty darn loud. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and use the MOSFET circuit that I wired up, that I air wired. We're gonna use that one in here. I'm gonna do another, I've got one that I breadboarded. It's a lot neater. And I'm gonna make a couple more breadboards because I've got extra parts to do that with for future projects. And this will be the audio line, and this will of course not look like this when I'm done with it. But I wanted to set the level of this comfortably so where it runs the MOSFET, supplies enough peak power to this MOSFET audio wise to activate the mouth here. And so if you do that, some sound files tend to be really loud. So I just we'll insert an 11 ohm resistor into the speaker line, and that will reduce the volume here just a little bit. I mean, it's in a comfortable way where it's just not completely blaring at you. And it doesn't really take a whole lot to run this anyway, but this just kind of tones it down a little bit. So the MOSFET circuit will hook in behind that resistor, but this is a permanent magnet cone speaker in here. It will tone this down just a little bit, so it's not completely just blaring out there the whole time. So anyway, this is just the start of the project. So I will be showing progress as I go along here. First thing I got to do is I want to get this circuit out of here and then label where all the ins and outs were in case if I ever want to use it somewhere else. This thing could be used somewhere else. It has its own audio track, and it has MOSFET outputs for this motor and for the articulated mouth motor, and it has LED drivers for what it does for the eyes here. So anyway, we can reuse that somewhere else. I don't like to waste anything, so I like to try to keep it intact, but I got to label that because you take these boards out, and of course I have a good picture of it, but over time, if you don't use it, you think, oh gosh, where are these two wires going? Oh, power, that's pretty evident, but okay, what are these two yellow ones? Well, those two yellow ones actually are the TRIME switch, or actually the JST connector that sits underneath there. So anyway, yeah, you tend to forget over time if you don't use that. So anyway, I will be returning back on progression as we go along with this project. So I will talk to you later.